Hello and welcome back to the Mike on the Mic podcast with DJ Mikey D, and this is episode 1 of Rock and Roll Football. And before we get started into season 1 of Rock and Roll Football, gotta mention we are now a video podcast now. I'm putting it on video, so if you're here on the podcast, you'll have the YouTube link in that description, and if you're on YouTube, you'll have the podcasts all below. So let's get into Rock and Roll Football. This is our new game show, the Rock and Roll Football Showdown. So for this 5-week series, we're going to be putting rock legends into a spinning wheel to draft them into 5 positions of a football team consisting of QB, running back, wide receiver, tight end, and a kicker. Then next week, we make another rock and roll team and put them head to head and see who goes to the Rock and Roll Bowl. And then week 3 and 4, we repeat until week 5 of the Rock and Roll Bowl to declare our season winners. So without further ado, in this episode, we're going to build up the first team. And let me read you off the roster here. We got Jimi Hendrix, Prince, Chuck Berry, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Ozzy Osbourne, Bob Seger, Alice Cooper, Steven Tyler, Joe Perry, Robert Plant, Jimmy Page, Jim Morrison, David Bowie, Eddie Van Halen, Buddy Holly, Axl Rose, Slash, James Hetfield, Don Henley, Ad Rock, MCA, Mike D, had to put the Beastie Boys in there, you know me, and Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters. So, without further ado, let's do our first spin. And we're picking 5 in this episode for this team. So we're going to get... we're getting Ad Rock from the Beastie Boys straight up first. Alright, let's remove him from the list. And oh boy, so we got Ad Rock. And I'm pretty much the assigner. I'm the scout. So I'm gonna put Ad Rock as the running back. I think that will be decent for him. I don't think I'm gonna make him lead team with the QB. He's gonna hit the running back. But Ad Rock, yeah, what an absolute legend. The Beastie Boys there. And second pick, we got Jim Morrison from the Doors. I'm trying to think where to put him. I'm gonna put Jim Morrison as the kicker. I feel like that would suit him best. Yeah, wide receiver, I was kind of thinking maybe for him, but we're putting him as kicker. I think we can get a much better pick. So let's get our third player here. Axl Rose, okay. Axl Rose, oh boy. And Axl Rose, he's from Guns N' Roses, so he plays at football stadiums all the time. We're going to put him as the tight end. I'm still waiting for some really good picks for a QB and wide receiver. So hopefully we get some good ones, some nice built dudes. David Bowie. Okay. And the rules of this, I can't flip-flop positions. I have to assign them as I see them. So he's going to be our wide receiver. Which means QB is next, and they're also going to be our team captain. So let's spin again here for our final player of the first team. And we get MCA from the Beastie Boys. All right. Yeah, that's our default QB. MCA as the QB. So that is our first team here. Team MCA. We got Team MCA with the running back Ad Rock, David Bowie, our wide receiver, and Axl Rose at the tight end, and Jim Morrison as a kicker. Team MCA is going to be moving on to next episode, and all in next episode we're going to build our second team, and then we're also going to get straight in to the first round of the football game of rock and roll football, and I'll be going over more of the rules on how we're actually going to play this game as well. So, yep, Team MCA moving on. This has been Rock and Roll Football, Episode 1, Season 1. Something new we're trying over here. And, yeah, Team MCA is moving on. Thank you very much for listening to the episode. We're going to build Team 2 next week, along with the game of Game 1. We'll see you at the Rock and Roll Bowl. Thank you for joining me, Mike on the Mike Podcast. You can check us out video form now, and it's going to be such a good time.